Welcome back to the Shop Mini RC, everybody. I'm Ken, and today we are looking at some new Ovonic batteries. We're going to check these guys out. We got a new rig. We're going to run these guys in, and we're going to find some stuff for these ones. I don't know if these are going to fit in the new rig, but we'll see. We'll check them out, and yeah, we're gonna dive into these guys. I've been loving the Ovonic batteries as well, and yeah, awesome stuff. Let's get into it. All right, guys, we got some 5200 50C 2Ss, some 6000 80C 2Ss, and then we got these 6500 3S 120Cs. Now, before we get too far, if you guys like the video, you want to help support the channel, make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. That way you know when new videos come out. And if you really like this specific video or any of our other videos, you can always hit that share button, share it in your groups, your Facebooks, your Reddits, wherever, Discords. Speaking of Discord, if you're into Discord, we have a channel down below, Discord server. You can check that out. It's all about RC. You can join the community. Awesome community. Anyway, let's dive into these Ovonic batteries. I've been digging Ovonic batteries for a while. They have a lot of great basher batteries, hard case, stuff like that. Just standardized batteries. They're not smart batteries or anything like that, so you don't need any kind of special charger. But these batteries have been real good to me. We've already been kind of running these guys, the 5200s, for a bit. And then these guys are kind of new. Another thing that's really cool is these new batteries, they have an option that comes with a battery checker. So if you want, you can get a battery checker. I also like that they come in pairs. You can get two. So if you're running 4S or 6S, you can do that. But it's nice that it comes with a battery voltage checker. Very cool. They have a ton of different plug-ins. So if you're looking for a specific plug-in, just keep an eye out for that. Let's go ahead and get this guy open as well. Ovonic stickers. Gotta love the slaps. Always good to have stickers to represent those products you like. So these are soft cases here, these 3Ss, and then this guy here is a hard case. And then those 5200s, they are also a hard case. So yeah, we've been running these guys in a new truck that just came out. So definitely have been beating up on these batteries. Little trick we use these little hair bands. Like on all of our batteries, you know, these are brand new, we haven't used them yet, but on all of our batteries, we run these little hair bands, and this is how we keep track if we've got balance charged or storage charged, or fully charged or dead. So like right now, these batteries have been ran, so they are below voltage, below storage voltage, so they're unhooked. But if we were to storage charge these guys, I would just take this little band, we just throw it like this, boom. And now I know that this battery is storage charged. If we're fully charged, we just tuck under this guy, boom, and now I know I've got a fully charged battery, and I'm not sitting there having to check it. But it is nice to have this checker, and yeah, they come included with some of these different battery combos that they offer. I definitely dig that. Boom. So you can see we're a little above. We ran it. We didn't run it all the way low. But yeah, you can see each cell's voltage. Total voltage, 7.8. Each cell, 3.9, 3.9. So very cool. And I think there's also some ways to set the alarm. There you go. You can set like a low voltage alarm with a little button on here. So that's cool as well. That way you can leave this plugged in if you wanted to. And while you're running, the alarm will go off if you're worried about hitting too low voltage. Your ESC doesn't have low voltage cutoff or something like that. You can use these guys, which is super handy dandy. So I dig that. Like I said, I love that these come with. These are always nice to have when you're out in the field, out running, out crawling, racing, whatever, and you just need a quick check. You don't even have to unplug your car. You can literally just check it on the balance cable there and see what your voltage is. Super cool, super cool. So like I said, we've been running this in a new guy, and these batteries have been perfect. I mean, they're just as you would expect. Nothing crazy. Nice hard case. We actually still have our little protective casing coat. There's like a protective plastic on here. We're probably just going to leave those on, especially on the soft case here. There's no real reason to take it off, and it just gives you a little bit of extra protection. Helps keep the case nice and tight. We have ran some older guys here. These older guys, and you know, we messed these up. We used the hell out of these, and last time we ran these ones, we actually left them in the vehicle, and the vehicle was on, thought it was off. The switch didn't go all the way, and so we drained them all the way to 0. I'm going to try to see if I can save them. They do feel a little puffy there, but again, totally my fault. Also, it got super high temperatures out. Like it was like 90 degrees or something outside, and the car got super hot inside, so it was even hotter inside. So I don't know if we're going to be able to save these ones, but 100% user error on that because I left it plugged in. LiPo care is very, very important. You want to make sure that you don't leave anything plugged in. I went against my own rules. You know, I was planning on running the truck, going to another spot and running the truck again. And then what ended up happening is we ran the truck real quick, had an issue. I had to document a bunch of the issues. The issues had nothing to do with the batteries, had to do with something specific in the truck. And then I ended up getting super sidetracked, threw the truck in the back of my truck, and went home to do some more documenting, and didn't unplug it, didn't turn off all the way. Bad times. Either way, again, we got these guys here: 5200 50Cs, 6080C, and 6500 120C. This one's 3S. These are 2S. One thing is that Ovonic does offer a bunch of different plug-ins. Again, we've got the Deans here, the EC3 and the EC5. They do have XT60s. I've also seen some of the listings come with extra plug-ins, like a plug-in to solder on. So an XT60 plug-in to solder on if you need to, or adapters that go from an XT60 to something else. Just depends on the battery combo that you get, but some do come with adapters or plug-ins. So just keep that in mind when you're shopping the different batteries. But yeah, we could have gotten these in XT60s or whatever. It doesn't really matter. You're able to get all the different batteries with all the different plug-ins on them. And the plug-ins are all quality, so not too big of an issue there. I'm not concerned about that at all. Never had an issue with any of the Ovonic batteries we've had, other than these guys that we did ourselves. Like I said, we puffed these up because we drained them all the way to literally 0 voltage, and they were left in a car that got super hot. So again, even people that, you know, like myself, that are pretty experienced and know proper LiPo care, sometimes things happen, and you know, that happens. Either way, these guys have been awesome. And I'm going to go ahead and show you some running footage running the 5200 packs in the new vehicle that we got. And then we also ran this 3S in another new FMS vehicle. So we'll check that out. And then these guys here, we can run in the same truck as this. And we just need our adapters. But yeah, let's go and get measurements on these guys. Do want to show you a little bit of that. We're at 47 millimeters wide here, and I believe these are going to be the exact same. The 5200 and the 6002S are going to be the exact same size. So if you're looking for a little bit extra milliamps, you can definitely go with the 6000 here because they're pretty much the same hard case. I believe these are the newest version, so you get a little bit. They've been able to get it down to a little bit better milliamp hour, a little higher C rating. So yeah, these will be what we run probably in our bashers. 2S and 4S bashers. We're looking at 25 millimeters, so 47, 25, and then 139. You could probably go 145 if you're trying to take into account the wires. The wires do go pretty flush. You can push them straight up, and you're pretty much flush. So that's super nice because some RCs, depending on their battery trays, they fit snug. And so being able to have these come out either flat like this because you stack them, you know, because if we're running 4S, we stack them, or come out the top like this, totally convenient. I love that for the hard packs for sure. And this one has it as well. Now on the soft pack, it's just your traditional soft pack as far as the way the wires come out. They're coming out the side here. And we can go and get measurements on this 3S soft pack here. If we're going length, we're looking 138. Give it a little bit, looking at like 145. Again, this is probably going to be about the same as what these guys were for the most part, as far as the length is concerned. This guy's a little thicker because it's a 3S, so we're looking at 32 millimeters, 33 millimeters, yeah, 32 realistically, 32 and a half, and then 42 and a half, maybe 43. So there's your dimensions if you need to know if they fit in your battery tray for your RC. We need to go run this stuff. Let's go ahead and run it. Wait, actually, before we charge these guys up and go run them, I do want to show that they do come straight up storage charged. Obviously, if you're a battery manufacturer and you're not keeping all the cells at 3.8, yeah, all 3 cells 3.8 on the dot. So yeah, they definitely, attention to detail is important. You don't want your battery shipping with high voltage or too low voltage. So that's pretty awesome. Again, I love this thing. And then one of our staple chargers that we use all the time, and we've been using for a while. We've even got a review on this guy. You can check it out right over here. We've got both the single channel and dual channel reviews. We'll put them both up there. But this Ovonic X1 Pro, awesome charger. It conveniently comes with the adapters to go to XT60. Boom, plug it in, and we're golden to charge these. I do want to go ahead and show some IR ratings on this stuff. So let me go ahead and get this guy in here. Get this 3S, again, brand new right out the package. And plug it in. And I'm going to go ahead and do a quick little charge here. Go to 6500. 3S, start it. And then after this has been charging for a second, you'll be able to see the internal resistance. So I'll go ahead and show that once we've been charging here for a minute. And then that IR will show right here. So we've got our voltages for each cell. And then our IR. And boom, there we go. The lower the IR, the better. It's the amount of resistance on the internal structure and wiring. I mean, adapters, everything plays into your IR. If you go from adapter to adapter to adapter, it's going to increase your internal resistance, which is basically how quickly the power can be drawn from the battery. And the lower the IR, the better. So, yeah. As an example, you know what? We should look at these guys and see what our IR is on these messed up, puffed up batteries that we broke. Let's do that. So, there's the 3S. Let's go ahead and actually dual charger. We can do both. I don't really want to charge this guy because, like I said, we're going to dispose of these batteries. They're a little puffy. Can't really see it, but I can feel it. And I just, with how affordable these batteries are, I'm not going to risk. Oh, look at that, 2.38. That's interesting because when I tested it before, it was way lower. It wasn't even reading on one of the cells. But it's been sitting. Oh yeah, see, man, we might not even be able to get a proper read out of it. Or proper internal resistance. What's going on? I'm plugging it in upside down. There we go, there we go. But yeah, you can see it got pretty low. Let's go ahead and do a very low amperage here just to be able to get some IR. And we'll see how bad it is. Remember, this was like 7, 8. Let's go over to it real quick. Give it another look-see here. Oh, yeah, 7.9, 6.7, 7.2. And then this guy here. I don't know. We might be able, we could probably use these batteries, but it's not really worth the risk when you're talking about potentially burning your house down, And again, these batteries are like, well, these ones specifically, I think they were like $25. So, and you get 2 of them, so $12 a piece. Again, really affordable. Just not really worth the risk. Are we gonna get an IR here? I'll be honest, I don't even really like charging them. I've done it with the small guys where we'll charge up some little small guys here. And they'll get a little puffy and I'm not too worried. But when you start to get to the bigger batteries, I'm just like, especially since we're in the house, like if I was out at the garage or we were outside, I wouldn't be as worried. But we're literally down at the farthest end from the front door of the house. It's not ideal if this thing were to catch fire. We do have LiPo bags, but I don't know. It's just such a pain to stick them in there. I don't know. I always tell people, yeah, make sure you use a LiPo bag and be safe. But, I don't know. Sometimes it's just so inconvenient. It's like you got to put the whole thing in there. I don't know. But you should. You really should use a protective battery or battery case or bag when you're charging, especially when you're doing the larger batteries. I mean, any battery can catch on fire. And again, you can't put out a LiPo battery. If this thing catches fire, there's no stopping it. You got to let it burn out. So just something to keep in mind. Why are we not getting our IR here? This is bringing our voltages back up, though. I'm surprised. So our 3S is pretty much fully charged here, and you can even see the resistance has lowered. 4.8 on one cell, 5.8, 6.3. It's still kind of balancing them all out. Oh, let's go back to that. Okay, and then for some reason, we're just not getting our resistance on here. I don't know if we need a lot more voltage. And I don't want to throw a bunch of amps in there and cause it to puff even more and potentially cause an issue, but just trying to get that resistance to show so you can see the difference between a healthy battery and then one that we've damaged. Not you guys. You guys didn't do it. I did it. We'll just let it keep charging a little. I mean, I don't know. We'll see. All right, I cranked this guy up to 1 amp, and we finally got there. We're at 3.2 volts per cell now, and now you can see 26 milliohms on the resistance. So yeah, you can see the resistance is much higher. It's not 7 or 8 or 6. It's 27, 26. So again, the more resistance, the more likely you're going to have puffing, and the less performance you're going to have. And yeah, just gets the battery gets worse and worse over time as the resistance goes up. So that's not good. Comparing the other similar Ovonic batteries to this battery, that shows that this one is very much damaged. So something to check. All right, we're getting these guys all charged up. Last one, and we're gonna go run it in this guy. Little First Blood 2-wheel drive, and then this guy here, brand new 2 to 4S 4-wheel drive basher. Be pretty cool. Probably might also run some of these guys in some crawlers. Again, we use them in all kinds of different things because they're versatile. They're a great size, and yeah, they seem to work in everything. So let's go run them. 20 miles an hour, nothing crazy. Again, kind of an entry-level basher. All right, let's get some 3S on there real quick and we'll check it out. All right, we're gonna throw the Ovonic in here. It's the biggest 3S we have that fits without, you don't want to slide it around too much, so it fits the most snug, and it's 3S. Should be pretty good. Just make sure our wires don't go crazy here, but we have to use an adapter. We should be good here. Yeah, there we go. Still a little loose. Again, we had to take out the foam, but not like crazy. I'm not gonna bash it hard here. We're just doing a speed run. Obviously, if you're gonna bash it harder, you're gonna wanna make sure that you have it nice and secure. It's also a soft pack, so just keep that in mind. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and do the 3S'er now. Oh yeah, we need to add that wheelie bar. Definitely faster. It's a little windy, guys. Sorry about that. Whoa. 28 miles per hour. Felt faster than that. Definitely feels faster. I mean, obviously it's faster with the 3S, but I don't know. Let's do one more run real quick. We'll make it a good one. $29. All right. Let's go run it maybe in a skate park.
Tearing up the track again. Big blocks screaming, hear that motor roars, hear the crowd scream. Tires crushing metal in an electric dream. Ripping through all terrain, F100 crushing the game. With a Ford-fueled fury, better stay in your lane. Lights flashing, motor clashing, hear the monster call. Steel and rubber built for thunder, taking down them all. Ain't no fear, ain't no tears, just a legend on the rise. When first blood hits the throttle, see the fire in its Lights flashing, motor clashing, hear the monster call. Steel and rubber built for thunder, taking down them all. FMS roars, hear the crowd scream. Tires crushing metal in an electric dream. Ripping through all terrain, F100 crushing the game. With a Ford-fueled fury, better stay in your lane. The FMS First Blood rumbles into history tonight.
All right, now it's time to do some 4S, four-wheel drive. We're gonna run the 6500s. These guys fit in here perfect. It's gonna be, is our little, in case we want to run 2S or 3S, you have to block off one of these. But yeah, we just kind of keep it on there so we don't lose it. But yeah, these are gonna be perfect on the new FMS FMT10. It's gonna be a cool ass truck, and I'm excited to go run it. We're gonna go run it over some dirt trails over here. Should be a good time.
Yeah, fire it up. Let's go. Red and black beast tearing up the road. FMT 10. Yo, it's the FMT 10. Colorado, watch it ignite. Brushless power got it screaming day and night. Red and black paint looking mean and tight. Kicking up dirt, taking flight on sight. Tires thick, suspension lit. Four-wheel drive, this truck don't quit. Smashing concrete, ripping sand. Anywhere it lands, it's taking a stand. Red and black is built to attack, tearing up the dirt, never holding back. FMT 10, let the monster roar. Throw wide open, leave them begging for more. 2000 kV, got you feeling that speed. 50 miles per hour, this thing's a beast. 120 amp ESC feeds the flame. You blink once, it's gone, not another the same. Jump it, flip it, let it fly. Brush off crashes, this truck won't die. Quick release shell, just pop it and go. No slow downs here, we run the show. Red and black is built to attack, tearing up the dirt, never holding back. FMT 10, let the monster roar. Throw the wide open, leave them begging for more. Machine metal, full bearings, no stops. This ain't your average RC old pops. Chevy Colorado built for the bash. When the FMT rolls, it's time to blast. Steel claws dig deep, hear the thunder roll. Shredding through the chaos, losing control. Flame forged in fire, heart of a beast. When the FMT rolls, it's time to blast. Steel claws dig deep, hear the thunder roll. Shredding through the chaos, losing control. the truck's born, brutal and bold. It's built to attack. From the dirt to the lot, never cutting no slack. FMT10, it owns the track. NRC monster, ain't no turning back. FMS, FMT10, Colorado fool. Bash it, race it, own it, roar and rule.
Alrighty, I hope you guys enjoyed the video and the running clips from the review videos on the two FMS trucks. These packs worked perfectly in those trucks. I have nothing to say negative about them. They're awesome. They fit great. And yeah, awesome batteries for sure. And obviously, we dig the dual charger. We use it almost every single day. And so, yeah, Ovonic's killing it. They keep bringing different size packs, different C output, C ratings, and then, you know, bringing the different plugs and the checkers, these guys here, and adapters and stuff, all that stuff. So I appreciate that. And like I said, they're easy to get. They're on Amazon. We'll put links down in the description if you're interested. So once again, I appreciate y'all hanging out. Huge shout out to all of our channel members here. They get to see videos early before anybody else. And they get behind the scenes footage and, you know, priority comment replies, a special channel in our Discord. Like I said, if you're into Discord, we have a link down in the description below. Join our Discord for our RC community. All kinds of awesome people in there sharing their builds, asking questions, answering questions, all that good stuff. And yeah, even if you can't be a channel member, hitting that subscribe button, that like, that share, hitting the notification bell, all those things are super easy. They're just a click for you, but they mean the world to me and help support the channel. And I appreciate that more than you understand. So, hope you guys are doing awesome things. Get out there and build something awesome. Build a car, build a course, build a community, and then smash it, crash it, and bash it. But don't break the expensive parts. And learn proper LiPo care, guys. Don't leave things plugged in and on. Don't leave things in hot or cold cars. You'll end up doing damage to your batteries. And right now, you definitely don't want to do damage to your batteries. We want to keep them as long and healthy as we can. Alrighty, guys. Peace.